Introduction. Electrostatics. Charging by friction. If two materials are rubbed together, the contact between their surfaces may cause them to attract other materials. This effect is called charging by friction. Structure of matter. All matter is made up of atoms. Atoms are themselves made up of even smaller particles: protons, neutrons, and electrons. The protons and neutrons are held together in a tiny space at the center of the atom, called the nucleus. The electron exists in orbits around the central nucleus. The protons have a positive charge. The electrons have a negative charge. When two materials are rubbed together, some of the electrons which are loosely held on the surface are transferred to the surface of another material. Electric charge. For example, when a polythene rod is rubbed with a cloth, some electrons are transferred from the cloth to the strip. Unit of electric charge. The unit of electric charge is the coulomb. Fundamental law of electrostatics. It is observed that if a charged rod is brought near a suspended rod having a light charge, repulsion takes place, whereas if an unlike charge is brought near it, attraction takes place. Fundamental law of electrostatics. These observations are summarized in the fundamental law of electrostatics. Like charges repel, unlike charges attract. Uncharged object. An uncharged object is attracted no matter what the charge of the attracting object. Identifying charge. An uncharged object is attracted no matter what the charge of the attracting object. Free electrons are repelled to the side of the ball further away from the negatively charged rod. This leaves a positive charge on the side of the ball closer to the negatively charged rod. Since the induced positive charge on the ball is closer to the negatively charged rod than the induced negative charge on the ball, the attractive force is greater than the repulsive force. Hence, the uncharged sphere is attracted. There are no free electrons in an insulator, but the negatively charged rod pushes electrons slightly further away. Thus, there is a slight separation of charges, with the positive charge closer to the rod. Hence, the insulator is attracted. In a similar way, a positively charged rod pulls the electrons slightly closer, and again the displacement of electrons causes the insulator to be attracted. Note: repulsion is the only sure test for identifying the charge on an object. Electric field. An electric field is a region in which an electric charge experiences a force. Direction of an electric field. The direction of an electric field at a point is the direction in which a positive charge would move if placed at that point. Uses of static electricity. It is used in agriculture, In the spraying of crops, droplets of pesticides are charged by a small portable diesel generator. This enables the spray to be applied more widely and stick more effectively to the surface of the leaves of crops. 2. In science, dust particles are removed from the diffusion chamber by electrostatic attraction. Hazards of electricity. Lightning is hazardous. The very large sudden flow of charge that occurs in lightning contains a lot of energy and can cause electrocution. It can cause buildings and electrical appliances to be destroyed because of the heat developed. Precautions. Use a lightning conductor to protect buildings. Disconnect outside antennae during a thunderstorm. Do not shelter under a tree since heat developed may cause a fire and the tree may fall.